Greetings everybody, welcome back to Universe Sandbox 2. I'm your local shenanigamer. How are you today? And we're back at the Earth, and we're talking about collisions. And today, we are going to be colliding EROS with the Earth. Now, for you sci-fi fans out there, maybe you've watched The Expanse. And if you haven't, spoiler alert, I'm going to talk about something that happens in the show. But EROS makes its way, or intends to make its way, to Earth on a collision course. And basically, for those not familiar with it, EROS is basically an asteroid. It's about 8 kilometers in radius. And, you know, it's an interesting looking thing. It's not quite modeled exactly in-game as it should. Maybe I'll show you again in Space Engine. But this is EROS. And it was under its own propulsion in the show, and the highest recorded speed in the show was 27,700 meters a second, which is what I currently have it at. That's 27.7 kilometers a second. Now, thankfully it didn't make its way to Earth. It ended in Venus. But first, we're going to hit it off Earth to see what would have happened if that was the case and it met its destination, and see what shenanigans ensue. So we have it all lined up here, so let's speed up things a little bit, because the distances in space are so vast. Sometimes things look like they're not even moving at all. So we're going to look at Earth here. This is coming in pretty quickly. Let's knock it down to almost real time, so we can soak in the devastating glory. So, the name Eros, it's one of the cheeky Greek gods, the mischievous. I think it's the god of love or desire, or it's one of those things anyway. But hopefully it'll get up to some cheeky shenanigans in our game today. So I'm going to speed up things a little bit. It's looking like it's going to land just off the east coast of America. But I doubt if it'll just be the States that will feel the brunt of this impact. Now, 8 kilometers in radius. Interesting. Slow down. Here we go. EROS coming at you. Now, we're actually going to do Venus as well, because that's where it actually ended up. Oh, I always like that. I always like that. Okay. So, big impact so far. Okay. A lot of debris. A lot of fragmentation coming up already. As you can see. Some of it's already left the atmosphere. It's in low Earth orbit at the moment. Oh my. Dun 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 dun. Ooh. Wow. EROS, you are indeed mischievous. Look at all that crap. That's all that has to come down. More than likely. So we've had a secondary and tertiary impact already. Shockwaves just about to hit my own home country. 4th and 5th impact. So this is what's going to get you. Just dissipated as it was coming to Europe. But there's more coming. There's more coming. 2 more impacts. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, we're getting peppered now. Look at all that. Ah, extinction level event. This is where the true devil, like the first impact is no picnic. But look, everything. Oh my god, the world is just on fire. Everyone's happy over here. So far. Oh my lord. Look at this. Not a good day for Earth. Wow. Impacts upon impacts upon impacts. Oh. Cork got one. Got these ballistic trajectories coming back down. Remember what I said about the other side of the Earth? Not doing so good now. Wow. That is crazy. Okay. Now potentially it could have gone faster than this, but this is the last recorded speed that I saw in the episode. But that is interesting. Look at all this stuff flying around. Another impact coming. Boom. Still raining fire. Look at all this stuff. Big impact there right in the center part. Center North America. Okay, there's still some collisions to be had. This guy and this guy are going to come back in again. And this one. There we go. And one more, I'd say, by the looks of it. Okay. Well, extinction level event possibly. Maybe some people survive that. But that was a hell of a lot of impacts. Especially that one. The first one was huge. But that's what kicked so much debris up. So, let us go to the planets. Venus. And let us do the same thing again. Let's just pause. We're going to launch tools. There we go. Don't know. Actually, I don't know where it is in the menu. But it is here. Same speed. That is fine. Kind of came at it at an angle in the show. And I think in the show it said it burnt up in the atmosphere. Now the atmosphere is much thicker in Venus than it is on Earth. But let's just see. Yeah, that's kind of good. For those who've watched the show, that kind of looks like the angle. So let's just see what'll happen here. What if EROS hit Venus? 2 collisions for the price of 1 video. Oh my. Here we go. Here we go. Coming in. Wonder if anything substantial will happen to the atmosphere of Venus. Nothing substantial really happened to the atmosphere of Earth. So maybe this thick atmosphere will just absorb the visuals initially. But here we go. Here's our impact. Here's the shadow. Yep. Atmosphere. Oh no, there we go. There we go. It'll be interesting to see what will happen with this debris here. Because it's being thrown off of it rather than directly up. So this was a glancing impact. And maybe we should actually do that with the Earth as well. So these fragments Yeah, they don't look like they're coming back at all. Let me speed things up here. Okay. So that was more accurate to what we saw on the show as regards to the impact. So let us jump back to the Earth. And before we wrap up, let's do that type of collision ourselves, okay? So EROS coming at ya. And this time, let's aim for Europe, let's aim for France. Kind of like that. Oh, eee. Slow it down a second, amigo. There we go. Okay. Now we have a glancing blow there as well. So. And while we watch this fall down, just in case if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell as well so you can stay up to date with all the latest comings and goings. So here we go. 28 kilometers a second. Impact number 3. 3 is always a good number. Now, potentially better time for the world, but not so much for Europe. And the shadow and impact converge. Ooh. It seemed like a bigger impact though. Okay, there's all that debris that landed down upon us the last time. But that's going to be ejected off. We're going to have these 3 guys though. More than likely they're going to come back down. Okay. They're like little UFOs. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we had a 4th one over here as well. Oh, and a 5th one. So they're going off into the great unknown. We have 4 impacts here. So long. We don't need the Eurotunnel anymore. We can just walk across now. But a huge shockwave. A lot of debris. Totally devastating, but not as devastating as the first impact. So folks, that's what would happen in the simulation if EROS had hit the Earth and Venus as per the TV show Expanse. Thanks for watching, and listen, stay tuned for the next video and keep your suggestions coming in the comments section below, and I will do my best to turn them into fun videos for you to enjoy. So take it easy and goodbye. As it should. Maybe I'll show you again in Space Engine, but this is EROS, and it was under its own propulsion in the show, and the highest recorded speed in the show was 2700. Greetings everybody, welcome back to Universe Sandbox 2. For those not familiar with it, EROS is basically an asteroid. It's about 8 kilometers in radius. And, you know, it's an interesting looking thing. It's not quite modeled exactly in-game. Spoiler alert, I'm going to talk about something that happens in the show. But EROS makes its way, or intends to make its way, to Earth on a collision course. And basically, I'm your local shenanigamer. How are you today? And we're back at the Earth, and we're talking about collisions. And today we are going to be colliding EROS with the Earth. Now, for you sci-fi fans out there, maybe you've watched The Expanse, and if you haven't,